Frank Decker. Coach Frank Decker was the face of Fairfield Prep's rugby team from 1984 until his retirement in 2022, a total of 38 seasons. He helped transition the program from club to varsity status and along the way compiled over 400 victories as well as coaching 6 Prep All-Americans. Under his leadership, the Jesuits appeared in 11 state championship games, won 5 New England championships, and made 2 appearances in the national championship tournament. Decker was a standout rugby player himself, competing for 10 seasons with the Essex RFC. He was a 4-time Met Union All-Star and a 3-time Eastern Rugby Union All-Star. He also played for the USA Eagles, a national team which represented the country in international play.
There's really nobody that you run into that doesn't know Frank Decker and doesn't understand what he's meant to this game and building this game in this state. And all from Bob Harris, our former athletic director, playing softball with Frank, and a bunch of kids wanted to start a rugby team, and they got to Colleen Keltos.
Yeah, Frank loves reminding everybody that Colleen Keltos was the first faculty moderator of rugby, and because of her signature and her support, rugby got started here in 81, right? Yeah, 81.
81, then came on board in 83.
Yeah, he came on board in 83. I think that when you talk about Fairfield Prep as an institution, you have to include Frank Decker's name in it.
Certainly nobody's meant more to the rugby program. I mean, that's just common sense. I'd be hard-pressed to find somebody that means more to our athletic program than what Frank has done, taking kids to Argentina, to California, to Dallas, making connections with other Jesuit schools, fostering Jesuit tournaments, always looking to push our kids in every possible way, not only in the sport, but as young men.
Now you're talking about a program that, from an outsider's perspective who doesn't know the game, could be immediately intimidated by it. And here's Frank at the head of it all, assuring the parent that you're joining one of the best sports in the world, but also you're joining arguably the most tightly knit fraternity that Fairfield Prep has to offer. And we always hear those words, and a brotherhood, camaraderie, and rugby, I think, alone personifies that. But then when you talk about prep rugby and the relationships that Frank Decker would create and foster, it's really what drives kind of what prep's all about, what the mission's all about. And it's a huge reason why I still do it. And it's why, like, as an alum, right, it's so proud to see you keep doing it and doing it the way Frank would do it.
Hopefully we continue to build now into the 2020s, but so much of our foundation is about Frank.
If there's anything that Frank would be proud of or wants to see is that we're doing it. Wins and losses that's how we're judged, right? It's athletics. At the same time, it's about the experience.
I don't think that there's ever been anybody here who has coached or worked with the kids who has not had some sort of connection with prep rugby. That just kind of goes to show, like, Frank's the origin point. He's the one who built this culture. He's the one that taught us what prep rugby means so that we can pass it on to the next generation.
My name is Austin Ryan, Fairfield Prep class of 2006.
My name is Kevin Carey, Fairfield Prep class of 2000. It is our honor to present for enshrinement our friend, coach, and mentor, Frank Decker, for the 2025 Fairfield Prep Athletic Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, Trumbull. No, wow. Firstly, I do want to let everyone know, too, that our rugby team just beat Trumbull in the semifinal. But on our side, unfortunately, Coach Decker fell ill this week and could not be here tonight. But we do have a brief video from 3 years ago when Coach Decker retired that the committee thought was fitting for this moment. So now we would like to take the time to share that with you all.
I need to thank all of you. This is an overwhelming tribute to the prep rugby programs. And it makes me extremely proud that you're all here and you have carried on the traditions and the thoughts of prep rugby as a family. And that's what we are, and that's what we've always tried to be. Prep rugby family. And you worked that way, you were taught that way, and every bit of your lifetime blood is rugby. It's weird, but it's true. You start as a freshman or a sophomore or whenever you start, and it gets in your blood, and you just can't shake it. It's always something that's important to you. Maybe not the most important thing, but it's an important thing to you. And that's what I hoped I would get to show you, because it did jump into my life at a very late stage, not like you guys get to start it early. So I want to thank all of you. This is a very, very special place to be right now. So thank you all. I hope you have a great time, and I'll see you next year.